Let me tell you a story about food in Europe. After the ruins of the Second World War more than 50 years ago, the founding fathers of Europe decided to work together to rebuild the continent. One of the key priorities was food. Good, safe, plentiful and affordable food for all Europeans. The aim of Europe's food policy was to improve the amount and quality of the food. Policymakers and politicians realized that farmers are very important. Therefore, the farmers were guaranteed good prices for their products in order to improve their work methods, enlarge their farms, and work more efficiently. New machines like tractors arrived and changed the old way of farming. The machines replaced much of the labor, making a large workforce available for the growing industry and services. The face of farming changed for good, moving from small family farms to larger and more specialized holdings. This policy proved to be a big success, as Europe produced so much food it soon became self-sufficient. After some decades, it even produced too much. In the 70s and early 80s, we were faced with butter mountains and milk lakes. The big success became an unhappy one. Farmers were unhappy because with so much food around, prices went down. Politicians were also unhappy because they realized they'd overshot their goal. So they started to change the policy, trying to think of a way to keep close to the goal of safe and affordable food for everyone. Europe is big and diverse, so changes did take some time to settle in. But food policy now is very much different from the policy 50 years ago. The policy no longer stimulates the quantity, but is looking much more at quality and production methods. This year, 2012, it's exactly 50 years ago since Europe started a food policy. Just like after the Second World War, we're living in times of turmoil. Again, Europe is changing, and again, one of the key priorities should be food. Good, safe, plentiful, and affordable food for all Europeans. What we need is a new master plan, a strategic food policy that allows us to make enough healthy food for everyone for the next 50 years without using resources beyond our means. Despite significant reform in recent years, more will be needed after the current CAP package expires in 2013. Challenges include the need to double world food production by 2050, and the need to anticipate climate change impacts, such as the loss of biodiversity, deteriorating soil and water quality. 50 years ago, it was mainly politicians and policymakers who constructed the food policy. Today and tomorrow, it's up to you and I.